Oh, we're a little farther along on our Saturday night, so much so that it's Sunday morning already. It's about 20 minutes into Sunday morning, and I have enjoyed so far a few things. Where did I start? Um, huh. Oh, yeah. Irish, Kilbeggan. It was a Kilbeggan double distilled, which I did not do on camera because I was starting out my flight. Had to think about that. Then I did that thing with the Auchentoshan sideways bottle and the finished bottle of Glengarry, which had water in it to get the last tiny little half a drop of whiskey out of there, and conveniently chill my water in the refrigerator, along with the 100% rye Canadian Club Chairman Select, which ended up being not as bad as I initially thought on my first impression. Now I've got a bottle that's been plaguing me and bothering me for about a year. It was on the shelf the whole time, and every time I passed by, I'd pass it by either because it was a little too expensive or because it was, for whatever reason, there was always something else. Something else that I wanted to try, or something else that I just needed to have. And I kept walking past this bottle and kept walking past this bottle, but it still was there. Finally, on the 25th of February, that's almost a month ago now, I saw the bottle, I had the money in my pocket, and I purchased one. It is this. I don't know anything about it. It is Duke Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, small batch. And it has a signature of some kind that I can't read. And the bottle, you know what? I got this thing in the mail this week. It was from Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans. It's a huge, it's like a microscope, not a microscope, a microscope, okay. It's a Monument Valley Distillers. Okay, Duke. Oh, it's signed by John Wayne, I think. No. That's something else. It's not. Maybe it is John Wayne. I don't know. Maybe it is. That would explain why they call it Duke. Yeah, it is John Wayne. What do you know? I didn't know John Wayne had a whiskey. Okay. I have to get used to this toy. It works too. Look at this. Duke Canadian. No. Shit. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey is truly this writing is so small, and it's on a silver background, and the light is over there. Is truly inspired and crafted by legends, with the old bottles unearthed from my father's private liquor collection, preserved for over 50 years, distilled the old-fashioned way in small batches and aged to heavily charred, new age, hand-built American oak barrels. Duke has been crafted in the whiskey traditions born in the Rolling Hills of Kentucky. Duke is all American whiskey, is part of my father's legacy, a dream he had with which we share, to craft his own American spirits for his friends and people who have a great love for life and adventure. By it says by something. Is it Ethan Wayne? Something Woodridge. Maybe I've got this turned around. Ah. You know what? It's still hard to read. Try it this way. Either I don't know how to use this, or the writing is so small. Jason Woodridge, Chris something and something something. Okay, all rights reserved. Distilled by Duke Spirits, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, USA. All right. And there's... Huh. And there's even something on the back of the front label. It says, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. So it is John Wayne. Okay, and it's marked here 88 proof. So that would be 44% alcohol by volume. Sorry about taking so long on that. I still have to learn how to use this toy properly. Or maybe just because the small black print on the silver is just glaring too much, or I don't know. I'll get better at this. I promise. The more you practice at something, the better you get. Now, is there a trick to this baby? Oh, there's a red tab. Oh, there's a red tab special. Okay, I see now. I'm supposed to pull the red tab and pull the red tab all around. Eep. And there it goes. Okay, cool. Now, how green is my valley? How tight is my cork? Not too bad. I guess breaking the seal was the hardest part. Okay. All right. John Wayne whiskey. .44% alcohol by volume. Should pack a wallop. On the nose. A classic bourbon nose. We're getting some sweetness. Vanilla. Caramel, definitely. A little bit of cherry, perhaps. Yes, cherry. And cinnamon. quite a generic type of bourbon. Heavy on the vanilla. This must be, whoops, almost 100% corn. And I seem to be spilling it all over the place. Trying in vain by swirling it some more to get a little bit of nose out of it. Maybe I shouldn't do it so fast. Maybe I should slow it down to 33 1/3 RPM, perhaps. Yeah, once again, there is heavy vanilla, some caramel. Did I say cherries at first? That's faded. What else did I say at first? Sweetness? That seems to have faded too. Maybe the nose is falling flat as I try and get more out of it. Okay, let's taste it. Lots of vanilla. A little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of apple. Some caramel, but it's in the background. It's more vanilla up front. And the cinnamon is not very strong. Let's cleanse that palate again. Less sweetness on the palate than on the nose. On the nose, I'm getting the cherry and the sweetness. High corn, low rye content. There's no mention if it's wheated or not. This could even be 100% corn for all I can tell. New barrels naturally, so it's got a lot of that, a lot of vanilla. And there is caramel, but it's understated. Once again, vanilla. Lots of vanilla. Doesn't say how old it is. There's no age statement. I should look online. %44 by volume. Yeah, okay. Yeah. A lot of vanilla. Super smooth. Super smooth. There is no harshness in this at all. There is nothing offensive in it at all. Just a lot of vanilla. Tiny little bit of spice. A lot of vanilla. A little bit of apple and cinnamon. Yeah. Aftertaste doesn't seem to be much there. It sort of falls short. The arrival is powerful. Somewhat powerful, but it's so smooth that it's like almost generic. It could do with a higher ABV. Even at 44%, it could do with more. But if you like vanilla, and you like some oak, there is an oak character in it. and a little bit of maraschino cherry. It's all right. It won't overpower you with flavor. It's a nice sipping whiskey. Definitely nice sipping whiskey. And it's not one that I would recommend adding water to at all because it's fairly light for a bourbon to begin with. Easy drinking. A good daily, but what did I pay? Duke Spirits. Okay. Here we go. Now, this is what this is good for. Reading the bill. Duke Spirits, $84.95. $97.74 with the tax. That's a little steep. That is a little steep. For what you're getting, it's a little steep. I would consider this pretty good at $50. But at $94, it's somewhat overpriced. And there is no wonder that it sits on the shelf for a long time. I've tried it. It's all right. It's nice. It's not overpowering. It's fairly gentle for a bourbon. It has every generic bourbon, every classic bourbon, shall we say, hallmark. It's got the vanilla. It's got some caramel, but in the background. It's got some cinnamon. It's got a bit of fruit. Lots of vanilla. And it's very smooth. It's easy to drink. It's dangerously easy to drink. Before I know it, I could go through $25 of this bottle like that. To your good health. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.